Hello, I'm Craig Wells, Sales Director at Quelfire. I'm delighted to take this opportunity to guide you through version 5 of the award-winning QuelSelector. The QuelSelector is a very popular tool available from Quelfire to identify standard installation details, indeed award-winning and something that we're all very proud about. There are a number of new standard tested details that we're delighted to include in version 5. And indeed on page 3 you can jump straight to those highlighted new details. For those of you not familiar with the QuelSelector, first of all we have a contents page. You'll see here that the standard details are broken down into effectively sort of 3 key sections. You've first of all got wall substrates, so a range of different wall types. We've then got floor substrates, different types of floors, and then other types of seal, which would include things like putty pads for electric sockets, linear joints, etc. So if you know briefly what you're looking for, you can jump straight ahead to these sections, but you'll see there's a standard format throughout the whole document. All these standard details, of course, available to download directly from the website, but we do find the QuelSelector is a useful tool that people like to use to navigate to specific solutions. So first of all, you want to identify your specific wall substrate, and you'll see we start off with single skin wall details. What you'll find is that there are usually 3 columns across the page, which are to sort of show that the different types of seal that are available for that specific wall type. So as we've seen on all these pages, a number of product codes. These are all hyperlinks. So you can click on each of these details to take you to a specific standard installation detail. So just to explain the difference between the 3 columns, the first column is generally what we call a direct seal. That is where the penetration is cut or drilled specifically to suit the service and the seal. The second column is then a letterbox detail, so where the bat is typically installed within the wall. And the third column is what we call a pattress bat detail, which is where the bat is fitted on the outside of the wall. Throughout the document there are some indicative images just to kind of guide you. The key thing is, of course, to identify specific details based on the substrate, based on your service type, and then to potentially look at available options. Once you've identified a specific detail that might be of interest, recommend right-click and open the link in a new tab. You can view the specifics of that standard installation detail, which is of course all fully backed up by test evidence. So you'll see the link in the bottom right hand corner here for the classification report. So if you need that full traceability, which you will, then you can go straight to the documentation. So in this example, a 370-page classification report. Just jumping back to the QuelSelector, and then we move on to quite a substantial update in version 5, which is the addition of a number of tested details for Whitewall and sandwich panels. So this section itself is broken down into all the different types of wall system, so different thickness and different walling systems. So the example we're looking at specifically here, 100mm Paroc AST-F+. And again, you'll see that same format of the services, and in this case, the bat options. Here we are, floor substrates. So you've got your different types of floor and the different types of seal. So direct seals, drilling the hole the right size, installing fire bat within the opening, installing the bat as a pattress, and then additionally some compound solutions, both within the floor and as a pattress. Once we get through floor substrates, you will find the other types of seal. So we move on to things like putty pads for electric sockets, head of wall seals, and then linear joint seals. So a whole range of putty pad details here broken down by the actual wall type, whether it's a single skin plasterboard wall or a double skin plasterboard wall, for instance. The final section is other useful resources. We have the links in the QuelSelector for our specific installation guides. So if you were looking for the step-by-step guide for the putty pads, you can go straight to that from this document as well. There are also other useful resources, things like information about our early engagement technical support, which is something we're very passionate about here at Quelfire, and also links to our golden rules and key considerations document, which is another very useful resource which goes very much hand in hand with looking at standard installation details. If you're not familiar with that product, check it out. And of course, if you still have any outstanding questions, please don't hesitate to contact us, where we'll be glad to assist you further. Thank you.